Howdy friends, it is I, Coach Melanie Black, and today I'm here to answer the questions that I've gotten about the Nerd Gym's 20-pound fat loss challenge. I've gotten questions like, is this the right challenge for me? What's the difference between this challenge and the regular Nerd Gym membership? So today we're going to dive right in. It only takes 7 simple questions that I'm going to ask you. If you answer yes to them, the challenge is right for you. So let's dive right in, and that way you can find out if you want to sign up for the Nerd Gym Fat Loss Challenge. All right, so first question that I'm going to ask you is, do you in fact have 20 pounds or more to lose? So you can and you will lose additional body fat and additional weight if you're in some of these lower body fat categories during this program, but this 20-pound fat loss challenge is really designed for people who are 25% or higher in their body fat. If you're not really sure what 25% is, you can kind of take a look at this. The fat loss challenge, we are actually tracking fat loss, not just weight loss on the scale, right? Because body fat is a lot floofier than muscle mass. So what we want on this challenge is to be able to see a significant difference in our body fat. And I will show you some before and after so you can get a sense of what your body might look like before and after a challenge like this. But the first question is, do you think you got 20 pounds to lose? That is the first thing. If you answered yes, then we'll move on to question number 2. Question number 2 is, are you cleared for exercise and diet changes? If you have not talked to your doctor yet, I highly recommend speaking with your doctor to find out if doing an exercise program and a nutrition program is right for you. If your doctor asks, the program will be self-guided, moderate intensity exercise, assisted with a coach, and in other words, we're not going to push you to do something that is beyond your capacity or beyond your capability to do, but you would be doing 3 days per week moderate intensity exercise as well as walking 10,000 steps per day. The nutrition changes are pretty modest nutrition changes. It is not a super low calorie nutrition plan, but it is a high volume whole food nutrition plan. So, and you are going to be losing body fat really rapidly on this plan. So the reason why I'm mentioning checking in with your doctor, especially if you're on any medications, and that includes any mental health medications, you're going to be losing fat rapidly on this program, and that can result in your dosages needing to change rather quickly. So if you are seeing a doctor on the regular for anything at all that requires medication, definitely plan on checking in with that doctor before and after the challenge to make, and maybe even during intra-challenge, to see if your medications do in fact need adjusting. All right, so that's question number 2. If you have clearance or you're sure you're ready to rock and roll here, then we can move on to question number 3. Can you commit to doing exercise classes 3 days per week? Muscle helps you build fat or burn fat 24/7. It's not going to make you bulky. It's going to make you feel strong. It's going to make you feel good. It's going to make the program overall much more effective. So we want to make sure that we're doing 3 days per week of the intensity that I recommend for this program. And to do that, I recommend you come to the Nerd Gym's live classes. Now, we have live exercise classes 6 days per week, morning, afternoon, evening. It depends on your time zone exactly where morning, afternoon, and evening. I'm in Tucson, Arizona. By my time, it's 6 a.m., noon, 9 a.m., 6 p.m., 7 p.m., and all throughout the week, Monday through Saturday. So there's plenty of class times to choose from. We just want to make sure that you can make it to 3 hour-long sessions per week. And if you can't make it to a live class time, that you will be doing those classes on your own, and I do have materials to support you there. So that is super important that we're getting our exercise with this program. That's part of the magic, is the exercise, is the strength training, is the high intensity interval training that we recommend. Again, it is modified to suit where you are coming into the program. So it is adjusted to your current capabilities. Are you willing to eat lots of whole food? This is a high volume, low calorie meal plan, and it is adjusted based on your height and your weight. and your caloric burn, that kind of thing. So what we're looking at doing with this meal plan, you're definitely not going to be hungry on this meal plan, but you're definitely going to need to eat lots of fruits and vegetables and whole grains, and ideally on this particular challenge. Now, I do have vegetarian meal plans in our regular membership, but specifically for the fat loss challenge, I do want folks involved in this challenge to be able and willing to eat some animal derived proteins each day, either egg whites or low fat cottage cheese or low fat Greek yogurt or fish, chicken, lean cuts of red meat, some kind of animal protein each day. Because of the nature of this program, because it is rapid fat loss, we definitely want to make sure that we are getting all of our amino acids in, all of our essential amino acids in, and the simplest way to do that is with animal protein. So again, I do have vegetarian programs for our general membership, but for this particular rapid fat loss program, for safety's sake, we want to make sure that we're packing all those aminos in with our meals. So you must be willing for this particular challenge to eat some animal-derived proteins each and every day. All right. So whole food, super important, and you have to be a big fan of eating. If you don't like to eat, this is not the challenge for you. All right. Number 5, are you able to walk 10,000 steps per day? That's about 5 miles. You don't have to do this all at once. This can be cumulative. You can do this, some of your steps here, there, the other place. If you have a step tracker or pedometer, it's just 10,000 steps throughout the day cumulatively. You could also, if you wanted to, just go for a 5-mile walk, whichever is easiest for you to manage. Okay, so far, not a whole lot of big shockers here, right? We've got exercise, nutrition, walking. Really simple stuff, y'all. Really simple stuff. You know that exercise, nutrition, and walking will facilitate fat loss. And with the right exercise, nutrition, walking, even rapid fat loss, which is what this is. It is a rapid fat loss program. So that is our program so far, but there is a secret ingredient to this particular challenge that we're going to talk about in a moment here. All right. But one final couple of other things that we need to do here. We need to be taking measurements and photos. It's very important that you are willing during this challenge to keep a food journal, to take before and after photos, to take circumference measurements around your belly and any place else that you carry a lot of fat. And you need to be stepping on the scale. If any of these things amp up your anxiety, then this may not be the challenge for you. You have to be willing to do all of these things and not be too hard on yourself during the process. Don't beat yourself up over this kind of stuff, all right? This is really crucial so that we know that we're losing fat and gaining muscle, because 1 pound of fat versus 1 pound of muscle, it's a lot more volume. So making sure that we're taking good, accurate measurements, photos, and weight on the scale so that we have a better sense of what's going on is super important. Because remember, muscle is heavy and dense, and that becomes really apparent when we look at some before and afters of folks who have lost just a little bit of body fat, as opposed to like a big fat change here. So you have in this first picture here somebody who started off at 127, their weight went up to 136, but look at the difference in those abs and in the legs. You can tell they're much more toned, much more defined, and much leaner in the second picture. Here, this person only apparently lost 2 pounds on the scale, but you can see that they've lost easily 20 pounds around the middle here. Likewise on this last picture here, 130 pounds and 130 pounds. Exact same weight, but you can tell a major difference in the thighs and in the belly. So making sure that we are taking all these measurements is absolutely crucial. If you're not willing to do this step, don't do this program. All right, and then finally, because all of this stuff so far, you're probably like, duh, Melanie, of course I know I need to eat on a good plan. I need to exercise, I need to walk, and I need to take measurements so that I am finding out what the progress is. But the most important difference between this fat loss challenge and the Nerd Gym General membership, because in Nerd Gym General membership, do you have access to all of the meal plans? Yes, you do. Do you have access to the live fitness classes? Yes, you do. Absolutely. And we have very affordable memberships at all different price ranges for your budget. So the Nerd Gym General membership is great. If all of the things I just described is everything you need, if you say, you know what, I am super self-motivated, I've got plenty of time to work on myself, I'm not going to be distracted, I know I can do this on my own, all I need is access to the right information and to the classes sometimes. If that's all you need, then go for the Nerd Gym General membership. But if you are saying to yourself, you know what, the one thing I really need, is the accountability and the support. If the support is the missing piece for you, then this program, the Nerd Gym 20-Pound Fat Loss Challenge, is for you, because this is what really differentiates this challenge and this program from our other membership, which is, our general membership is a stinking bargain, I'll be honest with you. We've got lots of meal plans to choose from, all of the different access to information, but the support is the big difference with the challenge, because I will be checking in with you 3 times per week, okay? I will be checking in with you 3 times per week. We're going to make sure that you have done your food journal. We're going to make sure that you're taking your measurements. We're going to make sure that you're not making excuses, falling off the plan, right? So having that extra level of accountability, that extra level of support can make or break the difference for many people, myself included. When we are going through a big change, a major change to our habits, having that extra support and accountability can mean the difference between success and not. Okay, so if you answered yes to all 7 of these questions, you should do the Nerd Gym 20-Pound Fat Loss Challenge. And let me show you where to find that challenge. So if you go to www.thenerdgym.com, you're going to find this page right here. This is our Patreon page, okay? So Patreon, it allows us to set up memberships at different levels so that you can choose what's right for you. Now, when you first go to this page here, you're going to see that there's a $3, well, those are sold out, $19 almost sold out too, and then $42. These are going to allow a certain amount of access to the classes and to the website. When you click on see all 6 levels, then you're going to see the $77 membership, the $140 membership. These 2 memberships allow you access to all the same things that the challenge does, but what we're looking at with the challenge is that extra accountability and support. Now, keep in mind, when you click join on here, this $300 charges on the 1st of the month that we are doing the challenge. So in other words, today is October 31st. Happy Halloween, everybody. But we start our November challenge tomorrow, okay? So if you wanted in on the November challenge, you would have to join by today at the latest. If you join sometime in November, that signs you up for the December challenge. And keep in mind, I only accept up to 5 people per month for these challenges. Why? Because I'm going to be really seriously checking in with you all. I am going to actually have your names, your numbers, your contact information on a little paper chart right in front of my desk. You're going to be top of my mind for the entire month, and I'm going to be guiding you through the process, making sure that you're not making excuses, making sure that you have all of your problems solved, have all of the motivation and support you need to succeed. So that is what the challenge is all about. Now, you might be wondering, one other question that I got is, what can I actually expect body fat, like what can I expect to, how do I expect to change or how my body will lose fat over the course of this challenge? So let's look at a few before and after pictures together, because it is called the 20-Pound Fat Loss Challenge for a reason. However, your results may vary. So I want to make sure that I'm being fully honest and transparent with you about what you can expect. Now, number one, it is going to be a very big transformation in a relatively short period of time. So you have to be mentally prepared for that. It can be a little bit unnerving to see your body go through these rapid changes, even if they're changes you want. If you've been overweight for a very long time and then we're suddenly losing all this extra body fat, just be mentally prepared for that. It is a big change and a big transformation. So let me share my screen with you again here. So here are some of the results. So what we can expect, if you're carrying a little bit extra weight, about 22 pounds on this program. This person was relatively lean starting out. 19 pounds of fat is what they lost. They gained 3 pounds of muscle. So if you're closer to the bottom of that 25% body fat, which is the starting point that I recommend this program for, if you don't have as much to lose, you're not going to lose as much, right? 20 pounds for this person here. 5% body fat, that's like what 5% body fat looks like. I think for her this was a 15-pound difference. This gentleman right here, 28 pounds. You can see the flatness in his belly, what that looks like. This person lost 6%. You see they were very lean at the beginning of one of our programs, and they looked like shrink-wrapped shredded wheat at the end, but it was not a huge fat loss percentage to get them there. It was just a little bit that they needed. This person here, they lost 15 pounds of fat and gained 4 pounds of muscle. So you can see a significant difference in her waistline before and after in a relatively short period of time. So this was one of our 5-week transformations. Really excellent job here. If you have a lot more excess body fat to lose, you may well exceed that 20 pounds and beyond. So this gentleman lost 39 pounds in 6 weeks. Here, 21 pounds in 6 weeks, 6% body fat, 26 pounds in 6 weeks, 20 pounds, 7% body fat, 28 pounds, 6%. I mean, it goes on and on. We've got tons of these pictures. I'm not going to keep scrolling through forever here, but you get the idea. This is about what you can expect. So if you're a little bit leaner to start out with, you're going to have more toning, more definition, that kind of thing. If you got a little bit more, if you're heavier, you may well lose more than 20 pounds. So that is what you can expect on this program. Okay, we've literally done this program with thousands of people at this point over the course of the past years, and we're very excited to bring it to you 100% online. And if you have any further questions, you can schedule a one-on-one consultation with me, a free 15-minute consultation. Again, when you go to www.thenerdgym.com, that will take you to our Patreon page, and the link to my schedule is in there. If you look at the description of any of the memberships and you're maybe feeling a little bit confused, like I don't know what's right for me, click on that. But again, if you answered yes to all 7 of these questions, you absolutely should do the 20-pound fat loss challenge. If you answered yes to only the first 6 questions and you said, you know what, I don't really need the support or accountability though, then just do a general membership with the Nerd Gym, because you get access to all of those things, plus some group support and accountability. But it's not going to be as intense of an accountability and intense transformation fat loss as if you do the full fat loss challenge. So I hope that answers some of your questions. Like I said, if you have any further questions, hit me up either through the Nerd Gym link on Patreon there, or you can actually even, if you're watching this on YouTube, you could go ahead and hop in the comments down there and ask me questions about any of the Nerd Gym programs, and I'll be happy to answer you and get back to you. Okay, I hope you found this helpful, and I am looking forward